All right, here we are once again on the test bench. All right, so today we have another Orion Hcca amplifier. It is the 1500.4, yes, a 4-channel amplifier. Now these 4-channel and the 2-channel amplifiers, they are full range. And you can see, we have the phase adjustment, the bass boost, the gain, and then down here we have the low pass filter, the high pass filter, and then a switch here for if it's out, it's 1x, and if it's pushed in, then it's 10x. So you can cross over tweeters. The high pass is capable of going down as low as 40 hertz and up as high as 12,500 hertz. All right, and this is a switch for the low pass, high pass, or in the middle it is full range. And on this side you have the same everything, except we have a remote gain for your bass knob for your rear channels 3 and 4. Of course, you got your RCA inputs, and then in the middle there's your RCA outputs. And on this side we've got 1-out power and ground, and remote terminal in the middle, and here we have our speaker outputs. Now this amplifier is rated for 2 ohm stereo, 2 ohms on each of the 4 channels, or 4 ohms bridged to 2 channels. Now right now I've got it wired 2 ohm on each bridged channel to this 115 right here. It's a dual 2 ohm. So I've got the amplifier gain matched. It's at about 69.9 volts on a no load. So on the burp, we're going to get close to 4 ohm final impedance. But also I want to note where I have both of the positives clamped, then it's going to, right here our Z power max, that's our impedance on the burp. So it's going to show about 2 ohm because I've got both voice coils clamped. So it adds them together. I found that out just a little while ago. So if I clamp one, it's only going to give us half the power, and it'll give us a correct reading as far as our impedance. If I clamp both, it'll give us full power that the amplifier is pushing out, but it's also going to give us the total impedance of both sets of leads that we got going in. So it's going to read about 2 ohm, and that's really translates into about 4 ohm per channel, if that makes sense. Alright, so let me make sure that we're good to go over here. Alright, now I'm going to give you two. I'm going to give you 2 burps. Both of them's going to be 60 hertz. One of them's going to be volume 48, which is going to be clean with no clipping, and then volume 49, which is going to give you a little bit of clipping, and I'll show you the power difference. Alright, 60 hertz. Oh, and also we're at 14.5 volts. So again, I took my capacitor bank out. I had 4 banks of caps. Now I got 6 of these lithium batteries, and you can't charge them over 14.6. So right now we're at 14.5 volts. So that, that's going to be about the voltage that's going to be in your vehicle. I know some people was talking about the 16 volts test that I was doing, and it doesn't really represent well the voltage that most people's going to be running in the vehicle. So I decided to put the lithiums in here to correct that issue. So 14.5 volts from here on out. All right, 48 on the volume, 60 hertz. No clipping. Right there is 1,497 watts, and that is pretty much on the money what this amplifier is supposed to do. It's supposed to do 1,500 watts. And we got 1,500 watts. And again, there's your numbers. That Z Power Max 1.8 ohm, that's a total. That is total. So that's really, each channel is seeing about 3.6 ohms. Each channel. This channel's 3.6, this channel's 3.6 ohms. So we're pretty close to that 4 ohm, rated impedance that the amplifier is supposed to be performing. Alright, so now we're going to go volume 49. We're still about 14.5 volts. Alright, you can see we was into clipping there. So, you know, clean power was getting 1500 watts. A little bit of clipping, we're getting 1652. 1.9 ohm. So again, each channel seeing about 3.8 ohms. And I'll tell you what, we'll do it again on volume 48. And all I'm going to do is this right here. I'm going to take the clamp and just clamp one lead. So we're going to get half the power, but then that number is going to shoot up to about 3.6, 3.8. Alright, 60 hertz. Same frequency, volume 48. We should get about 750 watts. Clean on the oscilloscope. 720 watts. Again, that's just half of the amplifier. Just the one bridge channel. 3.8 ohms. Alright, so right now that amplifier produced 1440 watts. And each channel was driven at pretty much 4 ohm load. It's 3.8 ohms final impedance after the burp, or during the burp. Alright, so let's do that one more time. We're 14.4 volts, so we're down 1/10 of a volt. So volume 49 again. Again, that was into clipping. 1655 watts. And again, each channel is about 3.8 ohm. Alright. That is the HCCA 1500.4 4 channel. Stay tuned for the 2000.4 coming up.